Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much. I was a doodle drawn on some notes and they were quite boring, so I decided to move to some other notes to see what I've been missing. What are you drawn on?
These are some actuarial science notes about a random walk, to be specific.
Sounds interesting. Could you explain it to me?
A random walk is a simple stochastic process. A stochastic process is a model for a time-dependent random phenomenon. So just as a single random variable describes a static random phenomenon, a stochastic process is a collection of random variables, denoted xt, one for each time t, in some set j. A stochastic process is considered a family, or set of ordered random variables, and the variables can depend on one another, reflecting the nature of the process being modeled. The process has a state space and a time space. The state space is the set of values that the random variables xt are capable of taking, and the time space is the set j, which indexes the stochastic process. The state and time spaces can both either be discrete or continuous, depending on what is being modeled.
Ah, I see. So now demonstrate that in terms of a random walk.
Okay, well, take for example, the stock price process. Each day the price either increases or decreases by 1 pence. Now say the probability of an increase is p, and the probability of a decrease is 1 minus p. Let the price at time 0 be 100p. So we have completely defined the process, which is a random walk with a barrier at 0. In reality, we have defined a random variable zt, which is the difference between the random variables xt and xt minus 1. Zt can either be +1 with a probability of p, or -1 with a probability of 1 minus p.
I understand. That makes sense. What else can you tell me about the random walk process?
The random walk has independent increments. This means that the increment xt minus xs is independent of any value of xu, where u is less than s, which in turn is less than t. This also means that the random walk has the characteristic of the Markov property. That is, the future of the process can be predicted from its present state alone, without any reference to its past history.
Seems to be straightforward enough, I guess. Is there anything else I should know about it?
Well, I suppose I could mention their boundaries. A random walk can have 3 different types of boundaries: a reflecting boundary, an absorbing boundary, or a mixed boundary. A random walk with an absorbing boundary can be used in a case where reaching boundary means staying there forever.
I suppose that ought to be enough for one day. I regret coming onto these notes completely. I am going back to my less boring home.